Good morning. How are you today? Today is the favorite day of the week. It is Friday, 24th of August, 2018. We are on our way to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to what is known as Fishtown. We've been to this house before, back on March 12th of this year, about 5 months ago. If you want to watch that video, it's called Mushrooms and Mold. It was uploaded in March. I don't know if I got it done the same day that I recorded it or not, but it'd be on or around March 12th, 2018. She had water stains appearing in her closet on the ceiling, on the drywall. So we used our computerized equipment to find out exactly where that location was on the next floor up. In doing so, we found that it was around the curb of the shower. So what we did was we looked at the siliconing and caulking around the curb and around the shower pan, and the husband had just re-siliconed this a couple days prior. We cut open the drywall, recorded up in there and looked up in there with a bright flashlight, and what we found was along the underlayment and the floor above, you could see where there were some water stains, and they dripped down onto a piece of PVC pipe, around the pipe, and then down onto the drywall, the backside of the drywall from inside the closet. So what I think is the husband probably fixed it. She had put a pen line around the design of the water stain on the ceiling, and over the course of, I don't know, might have been 3 weeks or something like that, it looks like it grew maybe a 1/16 of an inch, and then it never grew again. So it is my belief that when our husband re-siliconed the inside of the shower and around the curb, that it took care of the problem. So today we got news that it's leaking somewhere else, and she believes the 3rd floor is now leaking, but it's leaking down onto the 1st floor. Now this poses a little bit more challenge because there's a lot between the two places, and we're going to have to try to figure out if it's running down a stud, running down a pipe in the wall. Nowadays there's fire stops and there's stud plates, wall plates on every floor, so for it to leak down a stud and then continue straight down beyond that would probably not be possible, or not feasible anyway. Now if it's running down a pipe that was cut through there, that technically isn't right either, because there should be some fireproof insulating spray foam in any hole that travels the distance between 2 floors.
Continue on US 13 south for 2 miles.
So we've got an inspection camera with us, we've got a temperature reader with us, and we have our tool that allows us to find point A and point B in 2 different floors that match up. We're going to try to do this as least intrusive as possible. I don't want to have to cut drywall if I don't have to. If we can poke a small hole in it, go in with the inspection camera and look around, that ideally would be the best, but not necessarily always the easiest. So without further ado, I'm going to roll my intro and we'll be on site. I do want to add, the last time I was there, I was in the closet working. I did record. I got pretty much everything I needed to remember the job, and I did. This is one of those cases where I needed that old video to look at the new one, to look at the new project for today. So what I did was I pulled up that video and I watched it, and it reminded me, you know, what the plumbing looks like. It reminded me what the joists look like, and it gave me a perspective of the home and where things were located again, because I was only there once before. So I won't drag your ear on too much. Let me get the intro rolling, and I'll see you there. You gotta excuse me, I just climbed up 3 flights of stairs. What I've determined is that when the shower is running, it drips down the first floor. Now, that drain is right at the base of the steps. There's no leaks there. Right about here is the closet downstairs on the 2nd floor that I've looked in 5 months ago. Now it's leaking along this wall all the way down to the 1st floor. So I don't know if something might be going on behind here. So we're gonna take that apart and look at it. Make sure the water's off, which it is. Pipe that runs up to the shower is all dry. Everything in there is dry. I don't see anything wet. Everything's dry. It's not coming from there. There's another pipe way down in the wall. Doesn't appear like there's any moisture around it. But it's really hard to see this end of it. I can't get over there to see it. I can only see that one part. There's like a paper or something in the way there, see? Let's see if we open this up what we can see. I wonder if there's a crack down in here or something. This one's quite rusty. Oh, it's coming now. It's kind of silicone down a little bit. There we go. From the trap. How do I get through that water? I don't know if we can get through it. There's water in it. There's no way that trap is leaking with water in it. It's holding water. Alright, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to use the screwdriver to point to it. This here is the PVC pipe right here that this is fitting over, and it's glued there. But I'm not convinced that that's not leaking around that for some reason. Down in through here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry that all up in there, and I'm going to put a bead of silicone around it to hopefully that will take care of the leak. Ultimately what he's going to want to do is have this changed out, but no sense in doing the work if we're not sure. So we'll put silicone on it and we'll see if it helps. back side of the shower, there's a pipe running down in here. I saw with the scope. So I want to kind of find out where it is. Wall scanner's great. And that's plastic pipe right over this outlet. Let's see, look. It's one end of it, it's one end of it. So, and there's another one down here. There's a plastic pipe there and there. There's two of them. Now let's find out where the stud is. Stud with metal in it to the right of the outlet. And there's a stud with a nail in it there. So we're going to cut right into the left of the outlet. There's a piece of blue PEX pipe right there coming through that hole. I don't see that it's wood on that left side. Looks all dry to me. The left. Let's look at the right. So there's the pipe. Looks dry all the way along there. I don't see anything wet. What we're going to do is we're going to put another bit of silicone, 10-year silicone, inside the drain. We're going to wait 30 minutes for that to dry. And then we're going to run the water, and we'll look in the wall while the water's running. This way we can see if there's any water coming down. But everything in there looks dry. Behind all this tile, it looks like they have a good waterproofing. I don't think it's going through the tile. Alright, so last time I was here I talked about people in Philadelphia not having yards and having rooftop decks. So you even have grills up here. This is kind of the way it is in the city. Everybody lives in their house and on top of their house. Now, this is an end unit, so now we're going to make sure the shower's off, and then we're going to go all the way down to the basement. All the way down to the basement, and we're going to turn the water back on to this bathroom. Okay, so this kind of system uses a key shaped like a diamond. Can you see it? And when the diamonds are facing vertically, they're off. Like this one has no line on it, and it's vertical. This one says master bath and shower. They're vertical. So we're going to turn them back horizontal. Now the water is back onto that bathroom upstairs. This is a manifold, and it supplies the entire house. But you mess up, you could screw things up. Like if someone accidentally turned either one of these on, it starts spraying all over the basement. So you gotta be really careful what you're doing. So far, so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some pictures of what this looks like, so if anything changes, I've got it.
Okay, great. Just a heads up, Chris, we stepped out for a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
you said a half hour or so.
Yeah, I have a meeting at noon, so I'm going to be closed down for a little while, but if you need me before then, just let me know.
Okay, I'm going to test this right now and see if it made any difference.
Sounds great, thanks.
In here, little spot right there. This is the closet where the previous damage was, and it does look like it's getting a little bit wet again, although it don't feel like it. So, So we're going to run the shower for a few minutes. Coming right through the floor. Comes right through the floor. So I'm going to fill in all these little cracks along here and between the tile. I'm going to re-go over what he did along here. Put another bead of clear along the bottom of this. Right over his white. Get down in that corner. I'm gonna get this in good shape. Here. I have one more philosophy, and that is the water could be running across the top of this, running down, and running under. So we're gonna fill underneath of this lip with some of this good silicone too. And that might be why it takes it a little bit before it starts leaking. Right there, it looks like it's getting a lot of water. It's black. I bet you this is the problem right here. Okay, so it's been running for about 10 minutes now, and it's still dry. So that's what it was. One of those tiles or is where it was leaking. Right through the floor. You can see how wet it is up in there. That's got to dry out. All this has got to dry out. We're all good.